Hi, Tiny Jam. My name is Trey G. This is my new single, The Feeling. Let's get into it. Hey! That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah. So party all night. So get into it. Hey, said step on the way. Step on the way. Yeah. Hey. Set. Wait. Hold up. Ooh, da 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 da. Ooh, hey. Feeling right there. Feeling right there. Feeling right there. The feeling right there. Feeling right there. Feeling right there. Feeling right there. Hey, here we go, set. Come on, set my job, wanna feel it tonight. Yes, they do, baby. They wanna feel it. Douce and champagne, I'm about to do my thing. I'm about to hit it, you can touch this, but you have to pay. Feel so good, feel so good. Yeah, I'm about to lay it, baby. Come on, set. Feeling right there, 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 feeling right there. Hey, it's the feeling right there, it's the feeling right there, it's the feeling right there. Party all night.
Tiny Jam, Trey G kicks it off for us. We're at the Grandel in St. Louis, Missouri. Trey G pairs well with Jack Fire, and we'll tell you why here in just a bit. Trey, how has the time off treated you? It looks like you're very sharp still.
Well, you know, it's been fun, I will say. We perform so much throughout the year and everything, so half the time off. So I live in an artist loft. That's the thing about living in St. Louis that I really do love. I get to rehearse at home. So I've been rehearsing a lot, preparing for new things. My little brother, come on. This is my little brother. He's usually my choreographer. He performs with me all the time.
How long have you guys been performing together?
2-3 years maybe. How long? He would know, 2014.
Who's the most honest between the two of you? Who will call the other out faster whenever there's an issue?
Me. Big brother.
All right, how about the drummer?
What'd you say?
How about your drummer?
My drummer, this is Des. Des has been playing for me for the last year and a half. She's so amazing. I'm so happy to have her with me.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know you all more. We're going to have a Jack Fire cocktail, and I'm sure some of your shows in the past have gotten pretty wild, so I'm going to have to ask you a little more about that. And then we also need to know inspiration for the new music coming out.
Looking forward.
We can make it happen. As we play some music, we learn a little bit about the artist. We'll also make a cocktail to accompany, so you all can enjoy that anytime you want, at home, now, or in the future. Shay is our bartender today. Shay, how are you?
I'm good.
Shay, you've got a Jack Fire cocktail for us. I'm thinking probably pairs well with just any type of a good time and going out. What's your favorite thing to do when you're actually allowed to go out?
Honestly, drinking.
Get
I like
out
to
with
have
your
a
friends.
cocktail too. So.
Sure. How about dancing? Not much of a dancer, Shay.
No, I don't. No, I'll fit in the crowd, but I'm not trying to dance in front of people for real.
If you had the cocktail you're making at a Trey G show, would that help things along? How would we work that out?
I would be on stage with him. I know I would. I felt the music. I'm like, okay, but the confidence was like, girl, sit down.
Well, what are you going to make today, and what's it involve?
Okay, so today we're going to have a Jack Fire Mule, which is perfect for what he got going on. He has a fire like
I'm
presentation.
thinking like grab a bunch of friends. You whether you can dance or not, you're gonna enjoy a Trey G show and have one of these.
Yeah, you definitely will. You have the Jack Fire. Take about an ounce of that. And I'll put that in there first.
Now I like the mug. Did you make that choice?
Yes, we did. It wouldn't be
Traditional
a mule
mule?
without the
Okay.
copper mug. So
Nice
you
work.
want to do that. Get some ice.
Gotta cool things down, obviously.
Now I like a full cup of ice. Then you get some ginger beer. Pour it in. Real simple. So there you go, Jack Fire Mule.
Mix it up. Okay, so I'm thinking if you don't mind, Trey G might need one of those a little bit later for his second song. In the meantime, I am curious if you're out and you're making those cocktails, what's one of your favorites, I guess since this is all about St. Louis artists, one of your favorite St. Louis shows that you've been to in the last, I guess, 5 years?
Ooh. St. Louis artist.
Are you traveling too much? Or is it that you have too many international shows to choose from?
Well, yeah, I think the last show that I went to see, it wasn't a St. Louis artist, it was Beyonce, but I went to see her in Chicago.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was Beyonce.
Comparable to this drink and a Trey G show as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so what are you looking forward to the most whenever you can get out, travel some more, and share the knowledge of this cocktail with more people?
I would like to have this cocktail on a beach, far, far away. Like, I want to try Aruba. Never been there. So I would love to be on the beach in Aruba, sipping my cocktail with my oversized hat, feeling like I'm very, very rich.
Well, you look important. Great work on the cocktail. We're going to throw it back over to Trey G and family over here. Trey, I'm curious as well. New music you've been creating. We always talk to our artists about how they've spent some time over the last year. Did you have the music that you're currently putting out queued up prior to all of us having to stick around indoors, or is this something that you created over the last year or so?
I've been creating over the last year or so. My last project, As I Am, did really well, more than I expected it to.
What does really well mean? Like, what does that mean for you, and like as an artist at the position that you're in?
That's real. I think it's different for everybody. For me, it's about the reception, how people feel, how they feel about the music, how they engage with me. Those are kind of just some of the variables that I have when I decide what does well and what doesn't.
Is connecting with people at a live show, or even just hearing that somebody's listening to your music, is that important to you? It seems like it is.
That's actually the most important thing. I'm really about that one-on-one connection with my fans and my supporters, because it's really all about them, because without them, there would be no Trey G. So.
Well, I think Tiny Jam will get you some new fans. You're showing off the dance moves and everything else. As far as the songwriting goes, do you do equal time preparing, I guess, choreography with your brother, or is this something where you have to dump way more time into songwriting? What's the split, I guess I could say, between songwriting and choreography?
It's definitely more on the songwriting side than the dancing. We really don't rehearse or do anything until we're getting ready for show mode. The good thing about our music is we have a lot of it prepared at first, and then, as time goes, I'm really about the show, and I learn from the greats, and I learn from Beyonce and everybody else that she said earlier. So it's really about the presentation for me, because I'm a pop girl at heart. So, that's what I live for. All
right, if you're going to throw Beyonce out, you've got a few more. Give me three more.
Three more.
Influences.
Because songwriting, I would say Stevie Wonder. One of my great just mentors in general for music and everything, I would say Quincy Jones. And then right now, who I'm really into, because I'm a pop girl, I really love Dua Lipa. Really love Dua Lipa.
What about, I guess, Dua Lipa makes you inspired and wants to either go down the same paths, or even just create?
I think what really caught my attention was how she adapted well to the virtual world. At the beginning, everybody was scrambling, trying to figure out, what are we going to do? And she literally put out a album right when everything happened. So it's been really cool to just see artists be creative and find new ways to connect to us. And to be honest, I really love the direction a lot of the virtual stuff is going on. I think it forces us to think outside of the box and to just try new things that we probably wouldn't have thought otherwise.
Does it make you more bold if you could succeed in a time like this? I feel like that it's kind of the theme. We've got a Jackfire cocktail. We've got all kinds of interesting things happening on Tiny Jam with the artists we get to talk to. I wonder, too, if that's going to make folks like yourself stronger on the other side.
I think so, because, I mean, to be honest, a lot of us have already lost so much. We really don't have much to lose. So now I would just encourage all artists, like, be creative. Think about those ideas that you thought that, you know, were stupid. Or that oh, I don't want to try those. This is now the time. The time is literally now, because we're going to come out so much bigger and stronger on the other end.
Where do you get all this positivity from? Where does this drive from?
Faith, light, joy. I really try not to live in the heavy. So that's also just about my new music. I'm a party girl. I love to party. I don't know when the next time we're going to go to a club.
This is a decent party today. I'm excited. Like, I'm stopping, like, half hugging, like, everybody. I'm like, I haven't talked to, touched it, nothing. And we're here, so I think this is going to bring people a lot of joy. So hopefully that, in turn, makes you happy as well.
For sure.
What would you say to new fans tuning in and checking out your music before we get to your last song?
This is about living your most true, authentic life. That is really what I'm about. To be yourself, live yourself, and let everybody just love you on the other end.
I think I should get that tattooed on my arm. It's very moving. I appreciate that. We've had a great Jackfire cocktail. We've got Trey G. He's an artist from St. Louis. Tiny Jam. We're trying to spread the good word, entertain you folks at home. So take it away, Trey. What's the next song?
This next song is titled Next to You. One, two, three, hey! You got me tripping big time. 'Cause I wasn't looking for your love. Now you taking over my mind. And now I can't stop thinking about your touch. No. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to fight it. Hey! So I hope you feel the same way. You made me feel so alive. You got my flame so ignited. So tell me if you feel the same way. Here we go!
Now I can't sleep unless I'm next to you. I
Don't even drink
unless it's around you.
Then now I can't eat when I'm without you. Can't without you.
Not without you.
You used to sit in my car talking for hours. Hey. When I'm with you,
Nothing really matters.
wanna hold on forever. Can't focus when we're together. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to find it. Hey, so I hope you feel the same way. Hey, you make me feel so alive.
You got the flame so ignited.
So tell me if you feel the same way.
Now I can't sleep unless I'm next to you.
I don't even dream
Unless it's around you.
about you, no, no. When I'm without you, can't. When I'm without you, can't.
Not without you.
Hey, hey, hey,
Now I
hey.
can't sleep unless I'm next to you. I don't even dream unless it's around you. Now I can't eat not without you. Can't breathe not without you. Can't be not without you.
I can't sleep unless I'm next to you. Oh, unless I'm next to you.
What's the largest crowd you've played in front of to date?
Well, not for my own self, but I have performed behind artists, and I've performed in stadium before.
And what?
A stadium.
A stadium? Which stadium?
The
The big one?
Big one. Football stadium, for sure.
Okay.
It was
all right.
actually for a Super Bowl, so yeah.
I'm sorry? Did you say you performed at a Super Bowl?
Yeah, as a child, I performed with a lot of artists.
Trey,
and,
I'm
you know.
gonna stop you. You should have told me that like 2 weeks ago. We could have talked about that for at least 20 minutes.
Sorry.
I realize you're interesting, but that's very interesting. All right, no, let's back it up. Why were you at a Super Bowl as a child? Performing on the field?
Performing on the field.
You weren't
singing.
just in the stands with
I
your
wasn't
parents,
in
just
the
like dancing
stands.
in a chair. Okay,
No, I
you were
was singing.
performing.
I will not say the artist because I would not say the artist, but
We don't pry on Tiny Jam. Just let's talk about the experience. Super Bowl. How old were you when you were on the field for the Super Bowl
I had to
performing?
be at least 10 or 11 singing background.
What is happening here? This is fantastic. What did you feel like you owned the moment? Were you scared?
Definitely scared. Probably my first time with such a big crowd.
I would hope so. I don't know where else you would be. You have millions of people watching around the world. I'm trying to think. We'll say 10 or 11. I would freeze up if I was shooting free throws in front of more of my parents and aunts and uncles. This is incredible. So this, I feel like you've probably had this driving you since day one. Is there anyone in your life that encouraged you to jump on the creative bandwagon and really just push forward? Because if you're ending up on the Super Bowl at the age of 10 or 11, I'm hoping someone was helping guide you in that direction.
Yeah, I really would have to give it to my grandmother. She was very influential early on. She kind of got me into the arts, and it was one of those agreements that we had where she said you have to stick with it. So I didn't even get the chance to like quit or like do anything
It's
else.
like, yeah, grandma's not going to mess around
She
with
was
that.
not messing around with that. So I really had no choice. So I've been doing this ever since I was young, and her and a lot of just other like art mentors in St. Louis who really just kind of helped shape who I am today. So thank you to all.
Well, thanks to them. It's a great shape that they've made, and you're doing some amazing things. Most St. Louis thing that has happened to you in the last 5 years. Take that question how you will.
The most St. Louis thing. Oh, hey, aren't you that guy from Fox 2?